The goal of the Water and Sanitation Program is to help the poor gain sustained access to clean and reliable water supply and sanitation. A new global strategy launched in 2008 to coincide with the 30th anniversary of the Water and Sanitation Program has renewed this commitment with a strong focus on managing projects with emphasis on results. This led to the development of a tool to link results to the new global strategy.
The results framework is a synthesis of our strategic goal, but aligned and articulated with the activities, with the milestone, with the output, and also some indicators to track. So it is a planning tool first.
The results framework is also a communication tool. It can be used for tracking and monitoring and to strengthen relationships with partners. So why the renewed focus?
The issue is how a global program like a WSP can also be rooted in the country program. So the global outcome linked to the local impact.
In Kenya, we started by focusing on outcomes. Now, in order to achieve these outcomes, we looked at key activities and products that will be needed at a lower level to get to these outcomes. And in doing so, these activities and products would need to be high impact. And this brought about the big question, so what? Would these activities and products lead to this outcome? Throughout this process, our main client was the Ministry of Water and Irrigation. And in engaging the Ministry of Water and Irrigation, we identified 4 key output areas where WSP would support the client with. These are support to pushing forward the reforms, support to implementation of activities within the informal settlements, sanitation and hygiene, and also the innovative solutions for financing the sector.
Looking at the matrix that you have before me, generally it captures that thinking, those priorities that we have discussed with you as WSP and agreed. And I think is the way to go, rather than continue to conduct business as usual. Secondly, I will also tell you that in the public service in Kenya, there is a major shift also towards efficiency in our institutions. And we have now embraced what we call results-based management within the public service. In government, we are operating within what you would call Vision 2030 as a broader development strategy within the country. And I would have loved to see a little bit of that captured within this, because if we want to be seen to be working within the broader government framework. We would also like to see, for instance, develop some kind of template. Everybody wants to be a service provider somehow. I mean, groups of individuals come together, they say we want to form a water company. What are the requirements of a water company? Is it just registering it at the Register of Companies? These issues are still outstanding. Legal and institutional, they are still outstanding. So I can see a lot of room for further collaboration with WSP to clean up that area and make sure that everybody is mainstreamed within the framework. And lastly, the ministry is now preparing a sector-wide strategic plan, which is going to be inclusive, very inclusive, and taking on board SWAP as one of the major themes. And I think doing that to help us even more in the area of coordination and monitoring.
Meeting the client also provides an opportunity to clarify expectations and areas that require specific support.
I think internally, linking the strategy core activity, to the business plan is very interesting, because the strategy is what guiding us. It used to be there, but there was no formal linkages. But now with the RESA framework, we link business plan, work program, and strategy. This will be very, very, very helpful in terms of reporting, in terms of accountability, in terms of really finding our niche in Africa.